back to the Lackluster channel. Just a few months ago, I published a video showing a traffic stop that happened in August of 2022 in West Newbury, Massachusetts. The officer accused Ethan of traveling 50 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone, and after requesting his driver's license and registration documents, the officer returns to his cruiser for several minutes. While the officer is writing Ethan up a warning, Ethan starts recording, and the officer returns.
Listen, dude, slow down.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason you're recording me?
Just for my safety, that's all.
For your safety?
Yes.
So who's the law enforcement sticker for?
Huh?
The law enforcement sticker on the back? The blue line flag?
Yeah. I support law enforcement.
Oh, okay. But you're afraid of me?
No, I'm not afraid of you. I'm just recording for my
I
own
could write you a
safety.
ticket.
I understand
You want to play games and record me if you want.
Oh, I'm not playing games. I'm allowed to do this.
Okay. Hang tight for me.
Alright, sounds good. Are you like fucking serious, dude? He wasn't gonna write me a ticket, but now since I'm filming, now I'm gonna get a ticket. That's fucking amazing.
The officer had initially written a warning, but upon returning to Ethan's vehicle to issue it, and noticing the camera recording the interaction, he became immediately hostile. The officer returns to his cruiser and reappears 6.5 minutes later.
Alright, Ethan.
Yes.
This is a written warning, okay?
Alright.
For going 50 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone.
Understood.
Okay? Here's your registration.
Thank you.
Here's your license.
Thank you.
If I catch you in the town again driving that fast, okay, I'm going to charge you a reckless operation.
Sounds
You
good.
understand?
Yep.
I suggest you take the blue line sticker off the back of your car.
Alright.
Have a great
Is your
night.
name and badge number on here? Hold on, wait, I'm not done. I'm not done talking to you.
The issued citation is first marked as a warning, but is scribbled out and changed to a monetary penalty because Ethan recorded the interaction. Ethan's vehicle has a blue line flag on the rear window, as his girlfriend's father was prior service for 20 years in Boston. The officer had refused to identify, but because of you fine folks, we were able to determine who the officer was. As it turns out, Officer Matthew Ritvo Cabezas is a reserve officer and is also a canine officer for the Essex County Sheriff's Office, and after the video went viral, the West Newbury Police Department hired a private investigator to determine if there was any reasonable basis to believe that Officer Cabezas engaged in any misconduct in violation of any policies, procedures, rules, or regulations of the town of West Newbury. During his interviews, the officer admitted to initially writing a warning, and then returning to his cruiser to write out a civil penalty, but then claims that he heeded the advice of another officer who appeared on scene that convinced him to change it back to a written warning. The report found that as to the complaint that Officer Cabezas was engaged in political activity, he is exonerated. He's also exonerated as to the complaint that Officer Cabezas failed to identify himself in violation of West Newbury Police Department rules and regulations. As far as the officer using abusive or threatening language towards the public, the accusations were not sustained. However, the investigation did find that Officer Cabezas extended the stop to further investigate the man's driving record only after noticing he was being video recorded, and that the officer violated applicable rules and regulations when he stated in an aggressive manner,
If I catch you in the town again driving that fast, okay, I'm going to charge you a reckless operation.
and again when he said,
I suggest you take the blue line sticker off the back of your car.
The full 38-page report of the investigation can be found in the links below if you'd like to read through it yourself. There's currently no word of what type of disciplinary actions were taken against the officer, and Ethan is still looking for a civil rights attorney to sue the West Newbury Police Department as well as Reserve Officer Matthew Ritvo Cabezas. But the most important takeaway for you is that if Ethan didn't record this encounter, the officer would have gotten away with everything. Nearly every day somebody reaches out to me to tell me about a horrible experience they had with law enforcement that was not recorded. So please remember that it is your right to record every interaction with the police. Thanks for watching. If you have a